Okay, so I want to really dig into this outpost stuff, and I only have one expedition center. I could build another, but like routing the belts and trying to figure out how that is right now in this particular moment is just not as easy as me hitting this cancel button. I'm gonna go ahead and do that instead, and we should see, I think anyway, all of the resources should just go back to... Wait, do we just lose the composites if we do that? I think you just lose the resources. It says I have 778 of them. I'm not sure. It does say I have 774, 73. It looks like maybe the drones are gonna go in and take... I'm not sure what happens there. I guess we'll find out. They are bringing the composites out of this and into this. Okay, so I think the composites are still in here. Okay, because if they weren't, then I was totally gonna reload the save. Because like that's bullshit. Resources don't just disappear, man. Anyway, I'm doing this because I only have one expedition center, and I need Citadel to load up on the resources that we require to build out our outpost right now. And since I don't really have enough composites to complete the objective anyway, it can wait. So I need a couple of robots, and then I'm gonna need all of these resources. So let's open up concrete. Let's open up, what was it again? I wish I could pin this stuff. So I need plates, I need frames. So we'll just open that up. I need these, let's open that up. What else do I need? I need carbon fiber. Yep, so let's just open that up too. And we'll just let this stuff kind of get out onto the belt, load up onto the car. I think it was 450 concrete, right? So I might not want to do that just yet. Let's go ahead and close that too. So let's see. So it's 450 concrete. I have enough here. There's enough of these things on the belt now by now. Let's get the drones will just do it too, right? I don't really need it on the belt, but we'll go ahead and just open this up and let the modular terminals flow out to it as well. Let's open up the concrete once more. And we just want to see all these bars fill up, of course. The drones are already delivered. That's good. And then we'll send this truck over to the outpost and see about building some stuff there. And then maybe once we have an extractor, then the harvester can harvest what was extracted. If I'm taking a look, I haven't really done a lot of investigation into this outpost stuff yet, because I knew it was something that I wasn't really going to engage with very soon. But now I want to really dig into it. And fundamental tree. We have the outpost RTG for power. There's a fuel generator here as well. We might want to get on our research for a little bit. Somebody told me I should upgrade my vehicles. It's like, okay, well, all my trucks are. They're fully upgraded already. MDR, I've been working on that the whole time. I don't know about the drones. I don't really think there's a huge need for me to spend research time upgrading the drones right now compared to everything else that's going on. Yeah, so I don't see any like outpost extractor, helium-3 extractor. Got things shutting down all the time though. I hear that. Heavy engineering. This is a harvester upgrade. So technology center, harvester upgrade. Extraction speed by 10%. So this vehicle is clearly the vehicle that's supposed to be doing this. Mobile harvester for extracting helium-3 from regolith requires placement within an outpost territory for mining. Yeah, so I got the right thing. I'm good. It's just that I can't do it yet. Probably, I'm going to say because the outpost isn't actually built. I marked the region, but I didn't actually build it, right? So I think that's what needs to happen. These resources get delivered by Citadel. And then once that happens, I'll be able to extract the helium-3 with this vehicle and then send trucks to go get it and bring it back. I got to believe that that's what's got to happen here. And there it is. So now Citadel is out and on his way, which means I can take the concrete and I can either, I mean, this concrete, the entire belt is just filled with concrete now. I can either do that or I can find a contract to take that concrete off my hands because I do have quite a bit of it. So I don't have 7,000 of it though. Not anymore. Let's go with 4,000 of it. Yeah, let's take 4,000 of it, which 5 days is not likely, but you know what? Whatever. Let's just drop some big vehicles in here and we'll just fill up a bunch of these. Yeah, I mean, we've already sent, what, 10,000 for free, so so much concrete wasted in that last little bit there, but at least this will get it to stop kicking out around the loop, to stop flooding my my belts, my input belts. And so it should settle down over here. I've got 2 rows of it because it's just so much stuff moving through. But all of this should stop now. There we go. Yep. As it gets loaded into these big old things here instead. Okay. Okay. Checking on Citadel really quick. Let's go max speed. I mean, I could do this. It's a pretty good chunk of change for those resources. I really could do this, but this is on the moon. No. I got enough stuff going on Expedition Center wise right now. I want to develop this outpost, and I want to get it going to where we can start extracting. So this is already sitting exactly where it needs to extract as much helium-3 as I can get. And so once this outpost is completed, let's see what this looks like. Construction happening. Yep. Makes sense. Done. Okay. Pause really quick. So we have 8,500 helium-3 available for extraction. If I click this, I still can't tell it to do it. So perhaps I need something else. I can unlock additional construction slots as well. Okay. So available slot. Here we go. A helium extractor. Industrial module designed to extract helium-3 from lunar regolith near the outpost. And then there's storages as well. Okay. So we're going to need power for everything. This takes 20, so we need power here. Or we could get like the fuel generators, the RTGs, I suppose, are better in this particular case because they're limited slots. I can't just flood it with solar panels like I can on my own base. So we might want to look at that. Fuel generator would be good. Just have to... No, it would use the helium-3 for generation. Okay. I see. Well, right now, since I have it available, let's go solar panel. And yeah, there's resources needed for that. And then once we do solar panel, we can go helium extractor. And then from there, we're going to need... I mean, we're going to need more power. So hopefully I can destroy some of these things too. But there we go. So we now need all of these resources brought here. And then I'm going to go ahead and take out another slot here. So there's a helium extractor, solar panel, solar panel. Now we need storage. All right. So that's what we'll have for this little base. We just need to bring all of these things now. So we're going to get, of course, Citadel to go out and do that and bring all of these things. That's a lot of stuff to bring, but you know, it's a thing. Okay. We'll do it. And we'll do all of that while we're, you know, creating additional composites. But I want to get this done because the helium-3 coming in here allows me to make more of these. I think that's pretty obvious that the outpost needs to be established. And then on that note, since I don't have the railgun anymore, I broke these all down because there's a bug in the game right now. I think we've pretty much isolated it. Thanks for people in the chat helping me out with this. We don't get these buildings to produce anything if you reload the game. So in order for this to even function right now, I need to delete it again. It won't build anything because it was built in another play session. Same thing with this. If I want to build any more vehicles, I need to do it now. Because if I don't do it now and I reload the game, this building will stop functioning as well. So all of those things are happening. I'm going to build another one of these harvesters. Because we'll eventually get the railgun up and then we'll be getting another outpost so that we can get even more helium-3 brought in here too. But for now, that's what I'm on about. Okay, so I got a truck that just delivered that stuff to the base, and it looks like there is building happening one at a time. So here's a progress meter that's building that stuff up, and it's going to happen per slot one at a time. So we'll get power, which, you know, it's dark now, so we won't have that. But then we'll have the helium extraction there, and then another solar panel, and then we'll have storage. Now, the other solar panel is kind of not needed unless we have, you know, more production buildings and stuff. And so we need to research outpost structures 1 in order to have at least 2 more structures here. And so that is over here. I got 6 days left in the high-tech factory, but that's what this is. And I think we're almost done on that. If I move this up, does it need any green? Which is almost done. Look at it. Like, it's got to be very close. Yeah, 0.6 days. Let's just finish that. And then we can take a look at adding to the outpost on the surface once that's done, because that's just, it's too close to just leave it going. Yeah, okay. And then the high-tech factory will be immediately after that. There we go. It's done. Okay. So now we should be able to queue up more things there. And I think actually I'd like to get the RTG. So let's push the RTG up, and then I can, I mean, granted, that's just another power generating building, but I think I could just tear down one of the solar panels and just do this instead. It's probably what I would do. It's more expensive to build that for sure, but of course has the advantage of powering things at night, which means more helium-3. So if I'm here, there's my extractor. It says no harvesters. Okay, so I have a harvester in range. I'm just not sure why you're saying there's no harvesters, because I have one in here. This is working, it says. Yeah, plus 25 power. In the dark, though. So maybe the solar panels do just add power. Interesting. And then there's no storage, so maybe that's why that's not happening. But area modifier is negative 10%. I mean, I have the harvester in this range. I have it in here. So how do you operate? Or do you require the storage before you can operate? This storage is going to be for helium-3. No harvesters, it says. Okay, well, I mean, it's right here. So there's actually 2 of them in here now. I've got both of my harvesters there. Let's send Cyclops back to base. Go back to base, Cyclops. You're good. And then I've got my other MDR that I built recently. This is going down here. There's a really good spot for titanium here that also combines with a good source of rare earths. So I've kind of got both of them right here. And it doesn't, I mean, there's a little bit of, is it silicon? Yeah, a little bit of silicon is going to go in there too, which is good. But otherwise, not much else from that specific MDR. Ideally, I'd like all my trucks operating with fuel so that they all move faster, and then they all have, you know, big loads like this. That's what I'd like. I want trucks coming in with like a lot of regolith instead of little bits at a time. And you can see we're already basically really full on rare earths. Okay, hang on. Maybe I don't need that. Maybe we don't need to go over there because that is a little farther away. So titanium here is closer. And I don't really need the rare earths. So I think we'll do that instead. I might get a little bit of silicon there. There's a hint of aluminum possibly there. But it's really titanium is what I'm going for. And it might be better to go here. Yeah, there's still... I mean, I have a lot of iron too. I think we're good. I'm going to go here instead with that one. Because I don't need the rare earths. I've got lots of them now. We're fine on that now. This belt's all backed up, but it's not doing anything. It's effectively, it's not really changing anything. It just means that my buffer storages are full. No, it just means that my buffer storage for carbon fiber is full. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we temporarily, we'll do this. We'll say carbon fiber doesn't go this way. As a temporary thing here. And then we'll just kind of drop some of it on the ground here really quick. And that should allow it to not get backed up so much anymore, hopefully. It's like I need to go a little bit more. I mean, if these things were processing, it wouldn't be such a big deal, but Clearly the tiny buffer storages are not as effective as I originally thought. There we go. Oh, there's a right click menu for this. It says send to Outpost. I see. They have to actually be at the not just in the area, but in the Outpost. Gotcha. All right, maybe that's what will do it. So let's see. I can unlock these now, which is cool. And we can have something else in here. If I wanted to have like a regolith refinery, I could refine that too, but not going to bother with it just yet, I guess. But there we go. Working. Okay. Produces 10 per cycle. So if I added this one, I can't. Only one at a time. Okay, so I need another outpost for this helium-3. Okay, cool. Now I don't know exactly where helium-3 is going to be the best, but if I just hover a little bit, maybe we'll find another really good one, another really good spot for it, and we can bring some more in, right? I mean, I know there's some way at the top, but I was trying to avoid going super far away. I wanted to kind of keep it somewhat closer to the base here. Yeah. Well, we'll find it. It'll happen. We're gonna have another outpost pretty soon here. So high-tech factory upgrade is done, and I want to do outpost transport node. Allows the outpost transport hub to service multiple harvesters simultaneously. Oh, there we go. That takes care of that. Cool. MDR, do I need you faster? I mean, faster is always good, but do I need you fast? I don't think I need you faster. I think I'm going to hold off on that mining speed upgrade because we're already pretty big as is. And then let's get the warehouse storages to go up by 25% and the transport nodes. I think we'll do that instead. So hit the RTG as hard as we can. Maybe the transport node first. Yeah, let's do the transport node first as hard as we can. And then we'll hit the RTG to get additional power resources, and then we could do a fuel generator, but I think why? And I don't want to use the I don't think I need to use the helium-3 to extract more helium-3, so it's fine. So if I can do this, then I can move you down and it's going to be okay. I'll just move you down here. So we're extracting, and currently we don't have any in storage, but it's like a per cycle thing. So this is working and it's filling up. And then we'll see it in storage here, and then I'll be able to assign a truck to go get it. That's a process right there. But I'm going to assume then the helium-3 will then be dropped off here from that route. And so we should have helium, yeah, right here. Helium-3 is that it should come out here. And if it comes out there, it'll wind up all the way over onto this belt, and then the helium-3 will get kicked over this way to this belt, and then come down that belt. Yep, all the way down in through here, and then it'll end up going that way, or we could just have it go straight to storage and pop over, which I think is probably the best way to do it. I think I'll do that instead. I'm gonna have no helium-3 go this way, that way we don't crowd that belt. And then from here, since there is no helium-3 going that way, I can just have you do this. Really, I could have just had you do two belts next to each other, but it's okay. That's okay. Actually, I don't even need to do that. Screw that. Let's just do it this way instead. Instead of the rare earth elements going out that way, we'll have the rare earth elements go straight out like this. I mean, that just looks cleaner, doesn't it? Certainly leaves us with some more room. And then we'll have all the helium-3 go out that side for now. And actually, I'll just open it up because, yeah. So all the helium-3 will move its way this way. Let's make sure that we actually have it programmed to do that, though. So you are now going to allow... Where is it? Yeah, it's already on. Okay. It's already on. And this one is already good. Yep. So then we have this one stop Yeah, no helium-3 in this list. It's just here. Okay, good. Everything's set up correctly then. We're just going to have to wait. It's a waiting game now to get it all delivered, get it all extracted, all the good things. I did complete that objective, that contract, but now I've got concrete everywhere, so I need to stop doing that. I need to get concrete back into its storage. But I did complete that objective, that concrete contract in time. So all things good there. Today I've decided to send about a third of our composites requirements on the expedition center. So we're going to have 994 being sent out on this vehicle very soon here. Only 2 more left to load. And today we're going to see these machines in action. Now, there's probably not going to be enough to make all these machines work. But important to remember, they aren't using power unless they are working. So we're not using any resources. It's just the CPU, which at this point is really not that difficult to keep up on. So I'm going to go back over to our map. And I have a truck on its way. Ah, yes. Citadel is on its way over to the Outpost Alpha here to pick up the Helium-3. There are 55 Helium-3, 55 units of Helium-3 waiting for us there. And I had to go in and also unlock the second slot for the harvester once that research completed. That's 275,000. So it's quite expensive, all right, is what I'm saying. We're going to go in and now also build a railgun. I'm going to go ahead and maybe just sit that right back over here. It's fine. Yeah, right over here. Well, it could be anywhere, right? It just has to be close enough for the drones to bring it in. So it doesn't really matter where I put it because I have to tear it down later anyway. So we'll put it over here. So we're going to build this today.
Package delivered.
Frame rates are horrible. It's so bad right now, these frame rates. But very simple to build. Go ahead and get that going. And then we'll get to work on making like, I don't know, maybe 10. I think before I shut the game off, I'll make like 10 of these things. I need to make more bases. I need more outposts to keep up with the future Helium-3 demand that I'm about to have. So here is our truck. It's currently loaded with just 40 Helium-3. Oh, it didn't pick up all of it. It can only hold 40 at a time, I guess. It has to go all the way out here for some reason and then go this way. That also is a little bit weird, but it's fine. Whatever. Just kind of checking it out here. So I have these extra spaces and I don't have the ability yet to make the RTG, but I am going to send resources to make one. And then maybe I don't need to, honestly, because the solar panels seem to provide the power even when it's dark. It doesn't seem to matter. So maybe I don't need to worry about that. Habitation module supporting comfortable conditions for colonists to live and work. I wonder what the advantage having colonists on board here would be, if there even is an advantage to that. You know, like how would we, I guess for science, right? Research module could be used to unlock the scientific potential of the area around the outpost. I guess I could get additional research by doing that. Possibility. I'm taking a look at research. Let's queue this up. So harvester upgrade, we're definitely going to do those. I'm going to have another outpost at some point today. So that's going to be good. We have another transport node here. That's even better. Ooh, I like that. So we can increase the speed by 10%. But adding another harvester, at least this one here, I should have doubled, right? There's 2 harvesters, so there should be double. So this is more effective than the percentage bumps. But of course, the percentage affects the baseline here too. This counts as a baseline as well. So it's really just sort of, they're both just good. This one goes to the moon. Not going to take any contracts that go to the moon. We have $3.68 million right now. And I'm nearly full on aluminum again. And I'm actually getting very close to being full on iron. So I'm going to have to start kicking out iron here pretty quick. Why don't we just unlock this and get that going on the belt? Yeah, just get it on its way. There we go. We'll unlock this too so it can go across there. And then we'll look for contracts that get rid of the iron because I need to get rid of a whole lot of iron here. So let's look at 17,000 iron in a truck. Yeah, no, not gonna be able to do that. I have 10,000 iron in storage right now. That's just so much. I feel like, you know what I'm gonna do instead? Hold on. This is what I'm gonna do instead. Okay, you guys. We're gonna go, because I have so much of it, we're gonna try this instead. It's probably not gonna be very good, but I'm gonna rock with this. I'm gonna go here. Let's turn it on its side here, actually. Let's go right up next to this thing. We're gonna say here. This is fine. Here and here. I need to go off a little bit though, don't I? Think so. Yeah, like this, this, and this. Okay, now what I want to do, I guess I don't even need to do that. No, I don't need to do that. I know everyone's like, what the hell is he doing? Make up your mind. Please complete your sentence. You'll see in a second. That belt's gonna go that way. This belt's gonna go this way. Okay. That's how that's gonna work. We're gonna go like this and then like this. Okay, and then all of these are gonna be holding iron, because eventually we're gonna want to sell it at rapid pace. Then we're gonna take this belt and we're gonna go like this. Okay, dedicated source to just chuck iron in there all the time. Okay, and then also what I want to do is we're gonna say let's have you go this way. Okay, and then we can have you maybe go this way. Okay, and what we're gonna do, and this is all, I want to say temporary, but you know, it's not necessarily temporary. It might end up being permanent here. We'll see. Okay, so we want to do something like this. Okay, but it's only for iron. This one here does the same thing, but it's only for iron. Okay, so now iron's going to come down and it's going to end up in here. And I want to go ahead and raise the priorities on these storages. Okay, my hope is that all the iron ends up going in there like that. Okay, then we have a dedicated very fast out here and over here. And so then we end up having all three belts spitting it out and sending it where it needs to go. Okay, all three need to do it. So this one down here, and then I guess it gets split, but it's not full. So the other way to do it would be something like this as well. Okay, yeah, just like that. And so we'll close this for now, and I actually want to go ahead and just connect these on this side too, because I can. There we go. And we'll close this one now too. All right, so all the iron's coming out there, and then we'll just need a quick contract to deal with the iron that I'm currently doing. This one will be fine. 10 days, I can do that, just to deal with whatever's on the belt right now.
Package delivered.
And then my dudes are gonna go ahead and build these. This real complicated, needlessly complicated setup that probably is gonna get remade, you know, 5 times as I see the problems with it. But the hope is, right, that the iron comes out here, and also just flows through both belts as well, and we just be able to just shove as much as possible through this entire setup. That's what I'm trying to do here. Of course, they have to actually build the storages to store all that, but I'm gonna fill up. Iron storage is gonna fill up here, so I want to drain it down here too, and we just have an extended storage for iron over here. So something like this, basically. Just skip you ahead of the part where it's done. So I took out these extra ones here because the plan evolved as I placed it down. So just an extra little bit of iron storage over here, steel storage, whatever. It'll fill up, and then it's got this dedicated out right here. I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. Oh, don't do that. Oh, it's all going to flow and come back anyway, so it's fine. So Basically what this will do is it allows me to eject things out of this onto this belt and then eject from here and it goes straight here. So that lets me basically take it out of both of these at the same time, which I think is going to be pretty good. And then I could flip this so that it goes to here. That way I could technically have you send this way, send this way, and send this way all at the same time with all the other iron that's coming up of the belt from this side. I just want to be able to get rid of it really fast, okay? So that's what I'm doing there. And then you can see steel is, you know, on its way over here at some point. Why isn't it going up? There we go. This is off. Good. Off. Good. Okay, I don't have to worry about that stuff anymore too. How many composites do we have right now? 4. Okay, so they just left to go ahead and bring the composites down to the laser. So that's our progress right there. We got 1145 delivered. Got a little more than halfway to go on just that resource. 814 days remaining. We are more than halfway done with our deadline for the laser, but I mean, I feel like we're more than halfway. I feel like we've done a lot of good stuff here. So, yeah, no problem. Let's go ahead and close this. And then the helium-3 should be approaching any second now. I gotta believe. That's Pioneer. That's the one that was stuck. So this is fake. Pioneer is not here. Pioneer is here. He's just an illusion. No wonder I couldn't do anything with it. But what I'm not seeing right now is helium-3 going into storage. And it should have just gotten brought back to us. So I'm struggling to figure out why that would be. If I take a look at this, helium-3 should always be going that direction. Shouldn't be going anywhere else. But I don't see where it's been dropped off. I don't see the cargo. Like, where's the truck that brought this down here? I haven't seen it come in, so I'm a little bit lost on that. If I go back to my base here, these are the slots. If I set up a route with a truck, say Outpost Alpha, come back to the base. We did it with Citadel, which is considered idle right now. If I tell you to patrol this, all I want to know is, where did you drop it off? Is all I really want to know. And I didn't see it happen. And I also don't see the resource here. So maybe it's already... It didn't get popped in any of the machines. It's not in storage here either. So where the heck did my helium-3 just go? Because we had it in a truck. But it's not sitting in here. You know? Maybe it's stuck on... Oh, maybe it is stuck. Maybe there's a filtering issue. Hang on, this is all backed up right now. Okay. So it's not showing that helium-3 is allowed to pass through here, but it shouldn't have. Let's pick a different. Let's go like, no, helium-3 is selected as a resource that can pass through here. It can pass through here, and it can pass through here. So that can't be it. Right now it's stuck because of this. This is just all backed up right now. I just need to sell like a ton of my rare earths. I've got so many of them. I just need to sell them really quickly. But that doesn't change where my helium-3 is. It's just not here. I brought it back to my base. At least I thought I did. That's what I told it to do. Maybe it's supposed to come out of here. Perhaps it got ejected out of something else. This is exclusively regolith. All of this is exclusively regolith. So it can't be that side. And this is exclusive too. So it's not that. That's weird. I feel like I just lost resources just now. Citadel has nothing in it, so it must have dropped it off somewhere. But where? Bonkers. Really need to watch it. Because I feel like it just wasted. Okay, I found it. So we're gonna eject the rare earths out of the storage here. And I think I'm gonna need an extra storage. I'm gonna need something here that just holds even more of it because I just got too much of it. I'm gonna go ahead and do, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this instead. We're gonna build just another one. And
Package delivered.
we're gonna do this. Let's say you are gonna go, you're gonna get upgraded. I'm gonna upgrade you to level 4, I think, here actually. And then I want you to go like this now. And then you're gonna go through here. Okay. And then again, you're gonna, yeah. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna empty this out and build this storage. But if I come down here long enough on this backed up belt, you'll see this. This is helium-3. So everything is working correctly. It's just tied up on this big long belt. So I need to empty that out. Okay, so we finally got the helium-3 down the belt. There it is. And we should start seeing it progress a little bit through here. It's a little bit tight, but there we go. Helium-3 is now making its way down the belt, and it will then get filtered through here and then pop out this side. And we will now begin using it to make additional composites. All right, there we go. We can go ahead and upgrade that a little bit too, because why not? Yeah, I mean, it's not really all that important that we upgrade these because the volume isn't going to be high enough, but I'm gonna do it anyway. There we go.
Package delivered.
Good enough for me. So we should start now see this begin to work. There we go.
Package delivered.
It's going to be making more composites for us. Very nice. Okay. Now we just need to get the harvester upgrades and all that stuff done. Look at all the fuel I have. Fuel's getting backed up now. Oh my gosh. I have so much money. All right. So these are almost full. That's going to start delaying the belt. Fuel is getting backed up through here. It hasn't really disrupted anything yet, but it's about to. So we need a fuel contract now. We need several big fuel contracts now. I want big ones. Yeah, here we go. This is a lot. This one's great. It's always 2 days, man. Honestly, nearly 1 million is still pretty good. But you always want to take the bonuses if you can get them, you know? This one's got a 5-day bonus. I could make that happen if I was doing it now. So I need to start ejecting you there and you there. Let them all flow out so that both belts are fully saturated. There we go. And now we'll go ahead and begin. So I'll take this and I'll say go. Bring the crafts over here. Good enough. Start loading those 3 in. Do these contracts one at a time so we can get bonuses, or at least make sure that the one that has the bonus is, you know, loading first. It's weird that these things aren't constantly moving. Like this stutter is kind of silly. It shouldn't exist. It's existed the whole time, even before I did this setup. It's existed the whole time. So I'm not sure why it does that. It just does. This is full, so I don't really need that to exist, right? Yeah, this can go. All right, my setup was never very well thought out. It kind of just did it as I was going. I think this existed so that stuff off this belt could be loaded in here, but it really shouldn't be that way. At all. What it should be is here. There. But we still want to make sure that it's only one resource. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So again, we should see everything move through here, but for some reason it just isn't. Yeah, it's very, like, it's moving. I think maybe it's a rendering thing. Like the game is moving it, but it's not showing that it's moving. It's very weird. No, it's definitely not that, because this isn't moving through at all. So what's the deal? And I'll just to show you that it isn't these stoppers here. Like this isn't affecting it at all. I'll just do this. It's been doing this since long before I did that. See, it stops. And I can't for the life of me figure out why, because there's no reason for it to stop like that. All right, I did a whole bunch of fuel contracts and I am satisfied with that. We got 2 of my storages emptied and oh yeah, a whole bunch of money now, up to $5 million now. I got Cyclops standing here waiting for orders, and I'm gonna go ahead and get him set up with bringing more of these. I got 26 only left. I'm gonna go, let's say 500 more as his particular mission now. Just queue him up for a little bit more. There we go. Man, frame rates love me right now. My GPU, my CPU, all of the above, it just really loves me. They're great. So control units are a little bit of a laggard here when it comes to the assembly for my new Outpost stuff. I've got money, right? So why don't I just speed this up just a little bit? And I'm gonna buy, like, let's say 50 of these suckers. Yeah, let's just get 50 of these. This is fine. Yep, right here. We're good. Fill it up. And we'll bring those in, and then should I have more robots? I could get a few more robots too. Why don't we? They're kind of expensive right now, but like I said, I have money. But now CPU will be exceeded. Ah, okay. Well, let's hold off on that then. Not going to care too much. Composites are actually kind of at a discount at the moment. 150 of them for $1 million. Seems doable. Fine. We'll go ahead and do that. So we'll spend some of that cash to help ourselves out too. There's that contract's completed. All that fuel is going to end up working its way back to me. And these machines are producing composites. There's one on the belt right there. There's another one on the belt right there. There's a lot of machinery here for not a whole lot of stuff produced. But a lot of this is just extra stuff anyway, you know? So it's fine. There's a lot of aluminum holding up the entirety of this belt system right now. And I feel like... Is it carbon fibers all out right now? Yeah, so if I was to allow carbon fiber back in, because right now it's not even allowed in here. So let's put carbon fiber back on this. And then I'm just going to empty that belt right now. And this is going to allow the carbon fiber to flow in here too. Let's just go ahead and release some so that it can make its way back over and fill this up just a tad bit more. I think I don't need quite this much aluminum. Yeah, I just got a lot going in here. So this system is not very good. I mean, you can see there's definitely a babysitting element to it just because of how much of it I have. But I'm going to take aluminum off of there. And I'm kind of hoping that this will be enough for it to... Well, it's going to have to be this, isn't it? Yeah, this whole thing right here is going to have to go. So now the carbon fiber can flow in. There we go. Okay, these control units can go over here because they're pretty much just going to be used for those right now. And screw it. I'll go ahead and upgrade that because why not? So it can make them just a little bit faster. Microprocessors are what's lacking right there. Interesting. I'm going to release some microprocessors out as well, so that it will work its way around and get into this. That's fine. And then it looks like we're full on aluminum, so I need yet another contract that gets rid of aluminum now. This is like every video for you guys now, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. I think it's a bit on the repetitive side. I'll skip this part where I'm juggling my resources once again. We have 800 days remaining, but we are now using all of these other resources with alternative recipes to make composites more. And I've gone in and I've upgraded each one of these machines to be tier 2 so that it can make them faster. However, I have a bit of a titanium plate crisis at the moment. And all that happened because I was prioritizing the aluminum supply to go that way. So now I'm prioritizing it this way, and we should see more plates being made now. And I'm going to make sure that it is prioritized in that direction now so that it goes outwards. Yep, that's what we need to do. We need modular frames a lot less, right, than we need the titanium plate to go that way. So we're going to prioritize all that titanium plate going that direction. And then I think maybe what we'll do is this, because I don't want it to go here and then go up. I don't want it to go up at all. So I'm going to go like this, even though it's kind of silly. But I've been doing silly things for the last couple of videos. So there we go. We're going to tell this to say the plate goes, nope, not that one. It's this one. That goes that way. High priority. And then for the time being, we're going to go low priority on that side. So plates can go this way, but very much preferred they go this direction. And we should see the majority of them going this direction now, bypassing this entirely. If they do enter here, there's still a chance it gets routed through and goes that way. So we're going to have a lot more plates headed this direction now because these machines are upgraded, but now they're complaining. The titanium plates don't exist over here anymore. Lots of duralumin, but yeah. Let's go back at the top. These composites will go here because they're going to be used for that. And I need to load 500 of them into this truck to continue. Okay. I need the contract for the aluminum, don't I? Yeah. I've gotten 4 notices so far telling me colonists have died. And yet I look at the top of my screen and I still see 48 colonists are here. So I don't think they're not really dying, or I've got zombies on the moon, which I actually think that would be even cooler if we have moon zombies, right? Sort of like that whole thing where if you add space before the word, it just makes it so much cooler, right? Like pizza or space pizza, right? Now we have space zombies. They're just way cooler than normal zombies because they're space zombies. Yeah. So I have apparently 4 people have died, but I have no idea where they are as far as who died. I can check out my factory. Maybe I'll find somebody laying around. I don't know. Anybody laying around on the job in here? No, doesn't seem like it. I have gotten one comment that said that I need a canteen in order for people to eat, which so that is the thing. Canteen is the thing. If I go to social tab, it's this next one here. I didn't have this research done, so I went ahead and added it during the cut and just got it completed fairly quickly here. So the large oxygen receiver is done. I just haven't really needed that thing, but this is the canteen, a place to relax and socialize. High quality food can be prepared if a qualified cook is present. Significantly increases comfort and colonists' satiety. Now the thing is, this is not required to eat, but some people are saying that their people will only eat in this. So maybe that's a thing. I don't know. We have a VR center in here too and another music box, which I can already build the music box. So I'm not entirely sure why this is a research way down here. I can already build this. I've built several of them already. I can just go to recreation, music boxes right here. And I don't see another music box. So I'm not sure that research really unlocks anything. But there's other stuff like exercise bikes, barbells, elliptical trainers, all right, vestibular simulator. Like these are cool. I just don't know what they do as far as like how they help me. If you make your people happy, then they'll be more productive. That is a thing. But I mean, at the moment, I have not really prioritized that because as far as I was aware, they weren't even eating food, much less doing anything happily. And again, it's not the hours. They're all at 50%. So it's not that, you know, This person's dead. See, that's a dead person there. That's a space zombie, right? There's more space zombies. Look at all the space zombies on my base. So many space zombies, and then this person's very happy, I think, resting at the table. Okay, but they're all zombies. It just seems like everybody's a zombie now. So I really don't know. It says I have 48 people, but I just don't believe it. So yeah, in any case, we're not going to really add anybody else to the base. We're going to leave everybody off here. We got 420 composites, so less than 100 left to deliver for this little delivery here. And I'm now up to 8 probes. I've got 2 more left in my queue, and you know, they can bring these when they want. They'll actually bring them if I stop this. Then they'll bring them. You know, eventually they'll do this one too, but I can turn this high priority, low priority, whatever. I figured at 8 is probably good enough right now. Whoa. Oh, research just completed on storage and storage improvements. All right, so this one I want to improve because I just keep getting hit with that. So that one goes up to 1280. And there was one more that keeps filling for me. It's all of these really keep filling. So I'll go ahead and improve these ones and these ones because they fill up quite a bit. And I think no longer need to worry about the carbon fiber because we're using it. These ones here could be a good thing to fill up because I fill up on these a lot. Whoopsie. New button. There we go. Yeah, give me a little bit more storage on these ones over here. Okay. There we go. And, you know, I can modify these storages whenever I want. I suppose these little ones can go up too, right? So there we go. 640 on that. Nice. At least these 3. The helium-3, we're just not bringing in enough of it to need this many machines, but it's okay. So that's the research I just got completed. Our RTG for the Outpost will be done in 2.7 days. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and put the transport node first. And then this is what I want too. So I'm actually going to kick that down the line here. We're going to upgrade the harvesters again, but territory probe upgrades, right? It says distance 1 increases the maximum distance between zone markers, allowing a significant expansion of the territory for helium-3 extraction by the Outpost. So these are all very good things. And I'm going to keep working on getting that too. And then there's the blockchain data center, which I'm still productive. I'd rather be productive than put it into that for now. I have a good source of income anyways. So maybe when the laser's done, we'll take a look at that. But yeah, not at the moment. We're not going to do that. I got no contract going, right? But I have a lot of stuff exiting. I still have duralumin plate going out. So I got probably an entire belt full of duralumin plate at the moment. Why don't we go ahead and put you on the schedule so we can get rid of some more of that. And then we got, that's toward the stars. I don't want anything that goes to the surface of the moon just yet. I think I mean, I could do it, but I'm still loading the other thing, so never mind. Yeah, we're still doing the laser. Okay, so we're just gonna deal with that one for now, and I'll go ahead and close this, say right about now. Oh yeah, easily. All right, so that takes care of that contract really quick. Up to 6.5 million. I think getting 10 million in credits in the bank is an achievement, so I do want to do that, and it would be very easy to do that. I mean, all I really have to do is just delete all my surface belts and I'll have it, no problem. I've got at least 5 million in just surface belts. Oh, and before I go ahead and sign off this video real quick, I just realized I haven't actually shown the helium-3 harvester up close yet. So I wanted to get right down on the surface and check this thing out. There we go. Look at that thing. Seems pretty sick. These things out on the sides. What's all this about? Maybe this is where the it gets attached or something. What's the equipment here that ultimately extracts helium-3? It's got to be these things on the sides. It's like a big old track on the top. Doesn't seem to move. The only thing that seems to move on it are just the tracks below. But yeah, there we go. There you go. Helium-3 extractor looks like that. Okay, now you guys can take off. Bye-bye.
Package delivered.